All right, out here in the shop, Jason made it over, and as you seen there, we went ahead and changed out. Put the light away, and we're working underneath of the Camaro because things are a little tight inside the shop here. But as you see, we got all the push rods changed to the restricted 40 thousandths in the LS here, and currently draining out our catch tank. I mean, it's always going to catch something, but hopefully this will limit what's going into there, so we quit pushing oil all over the place. What do we got left, Jason? Oil change, and then the dash. I put that dash together. It's laying back on the bench. I'll show that. And then I got to get some of the merch out of here and restock some of that stuff we're taking to the show. And then Jason's got to bring over the Torx Plus bit. Should get a set of those because we cannot change these because the Jessel shaft rockers take a Plus Torx bit. And I don't have one. So we'll do those another night. And then, what, change oil? Camaro too? Change the oil in the Camaro. And we'll do death traps. We'll change oil in all three. And what do you got to do to the Camaro? Nah, that thing's maintenance free. Yeah. Probably should clean the injectors at some point. That guy told you you'd do it, but he never did. Yeah, Jason's got to mount some tires up, so we'll mount a couple sets just in case. Just got the stockers on now, and then we've got to get this. You got to get this training leak fixed. You're splurging on my shop floor here. So we got something still going on with this front case.
Once a squirter, always a squirter.
Oh yeah? Maybe it quits sometime. This one doesn't seem to. The issue is I would just pull the transmission out and fix it because we think it's leaking right at the front cover. But the problem is you cannot get the transmission out. Maybe because we mounted the motor too far back, not sure. But you cannot get to the top. Well, we could fix it, Jason, but I don't know. Porta power probably against the block, and I don't know. So the worst problem is the motor has to come out to get the transmission out. Again, you may be able to get a big block with a tranny, get the tranny out separate, but not in our case because the firewall is absolutely tight up against there. Kind of looks like there's a little bit of clearance up there.
It looks like it's coming out of this shaft right here. Damn marketplace find.
Yeah, really. Jason's
coming down.
What was this? I think it was a Rattle Kid rebuild.
Right, it's probably an O-ring. Burned the O-ring out.
Oh, that could have. Now it's leaking worse.
Yep.
Yeah, because that's the side that we didn't run the exhaust on the last time. But yeah, this is your marketplace Rattle Kid rebuild. I remember that.
Burnt the cable up. Just think of what it did to everything on.
Yeah, that's true. You're lucky it didn't catch on fire. That was stupid, Jason. Oh well, they got fire extinguishers there. We got some extra V-bands out right here. So I dug upstairs. This should be the exact style. These two here are heavier duty ones. I think they'll still work with that style. So that's probably going to be it for tonight. So we'll catch you tomorrow night or whenever Jason decides to show back up with the socket. And then we'll finish up Death Trap, start changing some oil, and I'll start working on getting the dash put in. Yeah. No, that'll look good though.
Nice clean look. Too bad you got that.
The steering wheel's got enough openings in it to kind of see through there. Plus you got these. Let's bring them on in here. Plus you got the lights up here, the LEDs that are going to indicate for RPM, and those are just going to be what? Do they just blink red all the time for me, or?
Yeah.
So yeah, no, that's a shot in the driver's seat there. What it's going to look like. Let me just slip the steering wheel on a little bit. This isn't a quick motion steering wheel.
No.
So yeah, there's a shot of it through the steering wheel. That looks pretty good. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's plastic. Probably could be trimmed up a little bit around these corners to make it fit 100% snug against there. But we got wiring scattered all over anyway, so I don't think that's much of a issue, is it, Jason? I think we'll live with it. We'll put it that way. So now we got to cut. I think Jason welded that on there, it looks like.
Let me see. I welded right there, that little, like 1 inch of it right there.
Yeah, sure. Okay. But yeah, we'll cut that off of there, get that cleaned up back on the dash. Make sure we don't throw any sparks at the windshield. We don't want to like break the windshield or anything. So, and then we'll get this one wired in. And to do that, we got to pull a new harness through the firewall and change all the connectors and everything. That's what that harness is out there I showed before. So, all right, well, looks good. Yep. Get one for the Camaro. I mean, if they send it for free, I'd put it in.
A lot of work in Goliath then when they're moving.
Oh, yeah. Do they have a dash? Does classic dash have a dash for the Goliath?
Yeah.
Let's hit them up. All right, classic dash. We need a Goliath 1100C insert. All right, we'll catch you tomorrow. Well, it's looking like a mess here. Got this open because I do need this connector off this new oil pressure sensor for the Camaro. This is the new harness laid out. So we're going to keep, obviously, the connectors to the computer. This will be my power, ground, and key source. This is the main reason I bought it, was for this CAN connector, because the old one had the old style that was only a 2-wire going to that old dash. I did keep the injector harness, but beyond that, I pretty much gutted, as you can see, a lot of the stuff. So I kept the injector harness just because originally on the old harness, which is tucked in here, there was enough. Bottom line, I want to keep it all inside the cab, and this was inside the cab originally. The wideband sensor was somewhere up in here. I was able to pull that back far enough, and that was just wanting to come out of the cab originally. So taking this 6 to 9 inches out of there should be good. And then all the rest of this is our normal stuff, your grounds, the one that we forgot to hook up when Carl was here. You got your oil pressure, cam, coolant temp, which I may shorten up. And then this map sensor is the one I got to change. And then you got obviously ignition, and the crank sensor. I did have to drop the starter out of there, so I went ahead and jacked it up, dropped the starter, let it down. Now I need to feed the new harness in, and then we can get this harness here also tied in, which went to the brand new display. So this plugs in, then you run it through your CAN, which again is why I needed that connector, power, ground, and a signal, or a keyed source, I should say. And that'll be ready to go. So we'll go ahead and get this installed, wired up, and then we'll check out that new display. Well, out here in the shop again, Jason's over here. He missed last night. I'm sure he wasn't doing nothing. But he's over here tonight, and we're working on Death Trap. Like I said, we needed that, what is it, a T45 Plus or something? Something, doesn't make a difference. I don't care. They're not changing the rocker. Yeah, T45 Plus. So we're changing them out to the new 8.8s and 9.5s. Jason says I got the wrong size. Yeah, it'll work fine. And
good enough for this car.
Yeah, that's the winning truck there, buddy. I don't see that Camaro winning. So got the battery hooked back up, and moment of truth. Move a few things. Oh, and if you don't remember, it was pretty messy in here, so I went ahead and put all this wiring inside of a loom, and I hid some of it back there, but there really isn't much I can do. Our main power wire, and this is the rest of the power going to the Terminator. I don't want to shorten it just in case we ever move it, but moment of truth. All right.
Something happened.
Maybe. Oh my God! Just look at it. Just look at that.
I'm looking.
Yeah, me too.
Ain't very bright.
Oh, maybe you can change that. I don't even know what that message said, so. Awesome. Well, now we need to configure what we want to see on here. There should be preset dashes in here. So just like the one I got in Death Trap, except smaller. But it worked good because it's the only size that'll obviously fit inside this bezel.
Must be it.
No, it says there's more.
Oh, yep. The dots down there.
So yeah, we'll pick one of these, and I mean honestly something like that. Maybe just change a couple things. Oh, there's oil pressure and temp. That's the only things we're really monitoring. The battery voltage. So that one's probably pretty good right there. I really don't need a fuel pressure that big. I don't even have fuel pressure hooked up. Well, we might have to tweak it a little bit, but that's the one I run in mine. So all right, well that's that. So now we got to get push rod spin. Did I wire up this? Green lights. And the headlights. Green one's working? I think I got them hooked back up right.
Yeah.
All right. So good deal. So I can clean up the rest of this mess in here. I said tidied up a bit, but looking good. Thanks to Holly for helping us out. So check them out if you need any dashes or anything else. But yeah, we'll be all ready to go here as soon as Jason gets that done. All right, Friday morning. I'm waiting on Jason here. He's bringing the toter over so we can get everything loaded up. But here's where we're at. I let the Camaro down here because we had to install the new Holly 200 PSI. We did have a Rife sensor in there that Doug helped us out with at Indy, so thanks to him for that. It was a 300 PSI, and the Holly system only lets you go up to 250. So we tried doing a custom scaling on that sensor, but it wasn't going to work. So bottom line, we bought a Holly 200 PSI, so they helped us out with that. Jason, we need to fire it up. Just check the oil in this one. We should be good. Probably could blow out the clear view just to take a peek inside of this here, make sure there is nothing in there, but it should be good to go. Otherwise, Camaro's done. We just need to lift it up and put tranny fluid in. I smeared a bunch of Right stuff. If you guys don't use Right stuff, you're missing out. This stuff is fantastic. So it's literally called Right Stuff by Permatex. Seals up awesome. Sometimes it makes it that you have a hard time getting shit back apart. So there we are. I got both trucks outside. They're ready to go. The only thing we need to do is check the trans fluid. So Jason went to get some stuff for the trailer. Oh, I need to put a carriage bolt. One of them broke off on the bumper burning green. Otherwise, check the training fluid in both. I got tires. All that stuff's done. Tires are done. So, I don't know. Jason got his tires mounted this morning or not. Hopefully he did. Like I said, put training fluid in. I did the oil sensor. We'll check the oil. I changed the sensor back in the ECU. Oh, I can go ahead and fuel it up. And I did find his exhaust clamp, guys. So it was actually with us the whole time in Indy because we only ran that one pipe. It was actually inside this black tote. But I found them both, so we're good to go. And I got some spares that are up on that blue cart. So just in case, I don't know if they're 100% going to work, but they should be pretty close. We'll take them because with taking the exhaust on and off of this thing all the time, I'm sure those cheap Amazon clamps we have are eventually going to take a crap. So next up, we'll be firing them all up. So I'll give you some clips of that, load up, and then we'll be all ready to go to Milwaukee, or West Bend, I should say, which is north of Milwaukee. So, all right. I think Jason was trying to jake it down the street, but he missed a gear, so yeah, definitely. All right, well, time to start firing stuff up and loading up so we can head up to West Bend. Oh, and Carl's gonna show up. I don't know where he's at. Carl, hurry up, you're gonna miss out hearing everything run. Carl made it to the shop.
Yes, I'm here. I ain't got any place else to go anymore.
Oh man, I need to change my rear gear. I said, are you sure you're even in second gear? Oh, I don't know. Well, that'd be the first thing. Okay, fire and hold.
We're good? It's set still?
I didn't move the car at all.
Going up?
Maybe. Coming back down too. Not the way we
What
said
goes
coming.
up must come down.
Said coming.
Uh-oh.
Bring your bag
Look
too.
at it
You're
go
coming?
up. Look at it.
When you bring your bag, you're coming too?
Yeah. I'm already bagged up.
Only one day, Judy wanted
You don't even know I'm gone.
to go miss you.
Just call me where you're at. Up in Milwaukee. Fire and hole.
Where? Well, I think we're probably full then.
There's enough in it now?
Yep, sir. There's enough in there.
Party on.
Alright, well, we checked the training fluid and bagel. That's done.
Topped it off, right?
Yeah.
Top it off.
Well, it'll leak down to the full level by the time we get to Milwaukee.
Probably.
You take extra fluid?
No, we just overfill it, so it's not
Oh, okay.
what we need.
That way when you get back, it's level.
Yep.
That's a good idea.
That's
This
the only-
four-wheel drive?
Yeah, I didn't gauge it though.
Going down. Oh, Mr. Tyler. Going down. Mr. Tyler, you going down?
Coming down.
Coming down. Look out for kids.
What are you getting, a cold beverage?
No, smoke.
Fire in the hole. Oh, I gotta check out the Holly dash. Comes up here. Alright, good?
Yeah.
Fire in the hole.
That's a pretty good job of dusting the driveway off.
Mm-hmm.
Complimentary to Boosted Ride.
See if I got enough money in there for
No.
Huh?
You good?
Sure that's enough?
I could take that and go on a shopping trip.
Oh, it's actually your ticket.
You heading out?
I'm gonna pull around and check out your new concrete.
Oh yeah, check that out.
Yeah,
Got a new pad poured out back for the kids for the pool. So
heard that.
yeah. Well, thanks for stopping too, though. You always like hearing a little bit of horsepower, don't you?
Party on the patio. Yeah, I really like horsepower.
You guys better comment down below. Tell Carl he needs to go to one of the burnout events coming up.
It's gonna go to. If we don't go to Bristol, Tennessee, we're gonna go to Florida.
Are you?
Yep.
That'd be one of the best ones. Bristol and
we might do Bristol too. It's gonna make you groove.
you're gonna get. All right. Well, you check out the pad, swing back up. So.
Okay.
All right.
Many thanks.
Let the viewers know. Still alive. Still kicking.
Unemployed.
Unemployed. All right. Party on.
Party on.
All right, guys. Well, that's gonna do it for this one. Just grabbing the last of the things in the house here to head out. Jason and my dad and a couple kids went with him. They took off, so I'm loaded up in the van with the rest of the family, and we're gonna head up. We'll see you guys in West Bend if you're there. If not, look forward to the content coming. We hope it's some crazy burnouts up there. There's a monster truck show and some other stuff. So if you can come check it out. Again, it's tomorrow, which is June 24th, West Bend, Wisconsin, Motor Mania. All right, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks again, guys. We're here, Motor Mania, West Bend, Wisconsin. So we're up here. There's a bunch of monster trucks clear up there. They're gonna have a show tomorrow, like I said, at 2 p.m. So they're setting that up. Got a bunch of stuff to crush. Bringing in more stuff now, but yeah, we're gonna get all unloaded here tonight. Get the tent and everything set up over here, line up along that road. Jason's getting the rest of them on strap now, so we'll unload here, get set up, and then probably catch you guys tomorrow when we're ready for the show. We'll go from there. So everything's here in one piece, so that's good.
Our videographer gonna get out here and get a good shot of him coming up. This thing is like a mini wheelie stander. Hey, you watch this thing, he'll stand that thing straight up and down. Little flame show going for you. They're wearing the mullets, the mullet machine. Nice job, guys. BoostedRide.
Well, put your headphones on, bud. Well, you'll still be able to hear it, I promise.
Ooh-wee. Yeah. Well, get your cameras ready, ladies and gentlemen. Big block, blower motor, part of the BoostedRide team. Here comes the one and only Death Trap. Gonna burn it down for you. We talk about drag racing. This is what you're looking for. A big, high horse. Come on, make some noise for the Death Trap. This is what everybody looks for. The big, high horsepower of the machine. Right, John Bagley, part of Motor Mania. He's going for a ride. Ride your life, buddy.
official end of this video. We're here at the hotel. The kids are in the pool here playing, so figured I'd edit this video and give you guys those extra clips. I wanted to do a little video for the Facebook Live, so Jason went out there, did a little bit. He's probably scared, so check his fire suit, see if it's got brown streaks in it yet. But yeah. All right, well, I better tend to the kids in the pool here, guys. So, all right, we'll catch you in the next one.